It's 12 noon on this Wednesday afternoon, April 15th, 2020. It is time now for the Peter Channel News Report on this Wednesday afternoon, April 15th, 2020. It is 12 noon on this Wednesday afternoon, and the temperature in Norton is 41 degrees. Top stories on the Peter Channel News Report on this Wednesday afternoon is Apple unveils a new, cheaper iPhone unit market vastly changed by coronavirus. Bill Gates and Rupert Trump calls WHO friendly cut during pandemic as dangerous as it sounds. Stimulus checks will carry Trump's signature. Elizabeth Warren endorses Joe Biden for presidency. Capitol Governor warns presidents embrace for the new normal. Trump's bizarre immunity on the Bradley treat is revealing. Chicago pileup involves nearly 60 vehicles. Several hurt after snow leaves roads extremely hazardous. South Dakota governor says stay-at-home order would not have prevented Smithfield coronavirus outbreak. Nursing home facilities, news epicenter for COVID-19. 1 year after fire, Notre Dame's revealed is in limbo. Global coronavirus cases surpass 2 million mark. Captain Tom Warren raises more than £7 million for NHS. 99-year-old war veteran releases millions for WHS by Watson lengths a garden. Trump directs total payments to WHO during virus pandemic. U.S. retail sales take record 8.7% tumble in March. Oil prices sink on record-breaking 19.2 million barrel crude build. Johnson & Johnson offer upbeat view of second half recovery from COVID-19 pandemic as it aims for 1 billion doses online. And Abbott announces a new coronavirus antibody test that could do up to 20 million screenings in June. Look at that stock today out. Dropped 670.06 at 23.29, 79.30, and that's $5 down 78.71 at 27.67.35. NASDAQ down 169.78 at 83.45.96. Astronomers detect brightest supernova in record. How the world's squarest fish gets round. NASA funds proposal to build a telescope on the far side of the moon. Late document shows May 1st that the state CDC and FEMA want to start reopening the U.S. While President Trump says some states could open up by in April, despite CDC plan specifying not before May 1st. More than 80 civilians have been killed in Afghanistan since the signing of the peace deal between the United States and Taliban. Militants in February, human rights activists say in a new report. High voter turnout in South Korea, elected amid COVID-19 crisis. North Korea eschews mention of cruise missile tests. Turkish Russian forces patrol key Syria corridors to uphold ceasefire. Austria's federal police use an unlawful warrant in the search of journalist home last year at the countryside court. The MLC ruled Wednesday. Former Democratic candidate and Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren on Wednesday endorsed former Vice President Joe Biden as a presidential nominee. U.S. retail sales fall off to nearly 9% to $483 billion. IRS rolls out Get My Payment page to check status of similar checks. Home bill sentiment falls an all-time low. If you're working remotely, chances are good you have to take part in video conference of 2. Google Hangouts, Teams, doesn't matter how we meet, but try to just. Parties detainees have been released in an asked resident effort to reduce the spread of COVID-19 in county jails. In response, Sheriff Thomas Hodgson has launched an online tool to notify residents of any criminal. Peter Channel News Time is 12:04. Sports time. Dolphins effective to draft quarterback in first round in the mid-2-hour. Herbert Buzz. Patriots trade down from massive wide receiver tight end. 2020 WNBA draft hard. Project number 1 pick. Sabra Anderson to find NCAA basketball. Los Angeles Lakers will have done enough to keep Anthony Davis. NBA people believe. Peter Channel News Time. 12:05. Time enough for a traffic and transit check. pretty on the MBTA. Looking good on the subway and the commuter rail and the ferries. Okay. Let's take a look at the highways and byways of New England this Wednesday afternoon. $4.95 on the southbound side, a little bit slow. Around the Lowell Lawrence Sable stretch. Peter Joe News Time, 12:05. And this is just in. The number of people currently under quarantine in Massachusetts over the past Wednesday by the Department of Public Health. Latest update released today indicated 9,047 people in active quarantine are being monitored Tuesday evening this last week. Health officials said 7,625 people were in active quarantine, and the number of people who have completed quarantine is 8,118 this week, and the total number of Massachusetts residents that have been subject to quarantine is 17,605. The DPH confirmed 113 new COVID-19 related deaths across the state on Tuesday, bringing the state total to 957. The total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases rose to a new total of 2163 by Tuesday, and Governor Baker said state expected the worst surge to around April 20th. And public health officials are working with hospitals to be perfect expected influx of patients. A stay-at-home advisory and mandatory closure of non-essential business in effect in Massachusetts for May 4th. It instructs all residents, except employees of essential businesses, to stay home with exception for outdoor exercise and trips to get needed items such as groceries and medicine. President Trump extended federal social distancing guidelines until the end of April, and the governor urged residents to respect the guidelines and play their part in order to protect public health. And health officials have limited a surge in cases, and Baker called this isn't our single greatest weapon against the virus. And now looking at the weather, it is a beautiful day. The sun is out, a little bit chilly, but not too bad. As looking at the radar shows, like my band rain, east and Nantucket. All right, let's take a look at our forecast. It goes like this for this afternoon. Slight chance of showers between 1 p.m. and 2 p.m. Most of the time, about 52 degrees. West by 3 to 6 mile an hour. Chance of rain set. Tonight, chance of snow showers may after 5 a.m. Mid-Chris sky about 32 degrees. Light west wind. Chance of 30%. Little no spatial expected for Thursday. Chance of snow showers. Main before 7 a.m. mostly clouds by the mid morning, and then become saints skies about 49 degrees. West by 38 miles an hour. Chance of 30%. Little no spatial expected for Thursday night. Most skies about 31 degrees. West by 6 miles an hour for Friday. Most suns about 30 degrees. West by 6 to 9 miles an hour for Friday night. Rain may up to 9 p.m. Low 135 degrees. Southwest by 6 to 9 miles an hour coming to southeast at midnight. Chance of 8% for Saturday. Rain likely before 9 a.m. Partly sun skies about 50 low 35 degrees. North about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chance of 6% for Sunday. Chance of showers after 2 p.m. Most of the sun skies about 55 low 42 degrees. Southwest about 5 to 10 miles an hour gust highs. 20 miles an hour. Chance of 45% of Monday, partly sun skies about 57 low 36 degrees. West by 5 to 7 miles coming to northwest in the afternoon for Tuesday. Sun skies about 55 degrees. West by 7 to 10 miles an hour gust highs. 22 miles an hour. Right now, Norton, it is a partly cloudy 45 degrees. That's going to be for the Peter Channel. You're near the water on this April 15th, 2020 on a Wednesday. I'm Peter Williams. Hope you have a good afternoon. Stay safe, stay positive, be healthy, and be well. We'll see you at 5 o'clock for a 5 o'clock report. Hope you have a good afternoon.